we get ready to go. We are just a few moments away from turning loose the power of the big block modifieds. But before we do that, ladies and gentlemen, we would like to salute you, the great race fans here at the Merrittville Speedway. I would like to ask each and every one of you from turn 4 to turn 1 and all points in between, if you're in a VIP room tonight, flash your lights and let them see out there, ladies and gentlemen, because this is our salute to you. Merrittville, before they go fast and start the power slide, we salute you with the big blocks, 4 wide, the ground-pounding, earth-shaking, window-rattling, 800, all the mess. The big block modified Super Dirtcar Series. Up there on the flag stand, he will let the field know. Next time by, we will turn them loose. The Dr. Danny Johnson in the number 27J, Billy Van Inwagen in car number 10V, Chris Steele, Chad Brockman, Matt Billings, Matt Shepard, Eric Rudolph, Jimmy Phelps, Mike Bowman, Pete McDowell, Brett Hearn, Pete Britton, Billy Decker, Tommy Flanagan, Ryan Susie, Justin Harris, Keith Black, Stuart Friesen, Randy Chrysler, Justin Wright, Larry White, Tyler McPherson, Tim Jones, Kerry Torrance, Bill Bleach, Gary Tompkins, Matt Ward, Rich Scalata, Matt Williamson, and Scott Wood. All right, race fans, I'm ready. The officials are ready. Merrittville, are you ready? Ladies and gentlemen, work the visor, adjust the 5-point harness. Grandpa, take a Viagra pill. It's time to get it on. Race fans, it's showtime! First time, on corner number 2, it's going to be the Dr. Danny Johnson with Billy Van Inwagen giving chase. Battle for third, Steele to the inside as he looks to grab the spot away from Chad Brockman. First time around, it's the Dr. Danny Johnson.
The Doctor knows how to get it done here at Merrittville as he makes another house call. The real deal, Chris Steele and Billy Van Inwagen make a little contact on it. Turn 2, Van Inwagen takes second, Brockman around, Steele for third, Matt Billings, Matt Shepard running 5th and 6th as the Doctor shows the way.
As they come off of corner number 4, here comes Brockman back on the outside. We've got a car in trouble up there in corner number 4. As they head down into turn number 1 and 2, everybody else makes their way as we stay under green as they come off of corner number 4. It's the Dr. Danny Johnson still in control. That car in trouble was the 66 secondary brand.
Keep it going. We stay green as Brockman and Van Inwagen now running 2nd and 3rd, Steele back to 4th. Here comes Matt Shepard moving up to the outside of Matt Billings, trying to work his way into the top 5 for the first time tonight, up and around Billings here off the turn 4, testing the high side early on. It's an HBR sandwich here on Billings.
And they work their way off of corner number 2. It continues to be Billings holding off Jimmy Phelps, but not for long. Phelps, the 98H, will take the spot away, him up to 7. Billings back to 8. Rudolph running in position number 9 and rounding out the top 10. Is Mike Bowman, number 71.
Here comes CB3. Chad Brockman now winding it up on the outside. He pulls alongside the Doctor going into the turn 3 as he tests the outside. The Doctor now winds it up a little to the high side off the turn 4, but the chase is on.
If you remember back in 2011, Chad Brockman came so close to winning this event, only to get caught up behind a lap car to allow the Matt Shepard, number 9S, to get by. But it's a different story and a different night tonight. Different cars, different colors for Brockman. The same with Shepard as they come around the complete lap, number 7.
Everybody in your top 7-8 race cars single file. Top 10 are all single file right now. We've got Matt Shepard now pushing up on it, turn 2. Teammate Jimmy Phelps giving chase as they run in the number 5 and 6 positions. As up front, Chad Brockman chases your leader.
Chad Brockman in that SM racing car in the Mark ride, and Rich Stockton going to that ride. Castle Mechanic Racing Racing Machine. He'll go to the top side to challenge the Dr. Danny Johnson off of corner number 4. A battle for the lead. Here comes Brockman on the top side. The Doctor shuts the door.
And he thwarts the attempt there by CB3 to take over the top spot, but Brockman is still right there as he's doing a nice job riding the outside here to keep up with the Doctor. But the dog's about to catch his tail here in just a few laps. Your leader's going to have to endure some lap traffic here pretty soon.
As they come up into turn number 1, they pulled away from Billy Van Inwagen running in 3rd. He is 2 4 seconds seconds behind the race leader. He's got his hands full with Chris Steele as Matt Shepard now moves it up to 5th. Jimmy Phelps is 6th, Matt Billings 7th, Mike Bowman is 8th, Brett Hearn is 9th, Eric Rudolph 10th, Billy Decker's 11th, Brett is 12th, 13th right now belongs to Larry White, 14th is Stuart Friesen.
And Brockman here really testing the doctor on the outside. He wants to catch him and pass him before they hit the lap cars as we work lap number 12. Here's Brockman. Caution out on the speedway, though. As we come around to complete lap number 12, caution is out. Not sure the issue.
Right here on the front straightaway, Tommy Flanagan in the number 72 machine, the Canadian maintenance ride, coming to a snail-like pace on the front stretch. He gets it fired back up, and it looks like he's going to make the hard right to the pit area. Clint, what do you got for us?
I see a right front shock tower dragging out front of the nose of the 72 here of Tommy Flanagan. So the 72 has a shock tower snapped off on the right side, among other issues, but that's going to be the big problem here.
Now, how you would fix for Dirtcar Series rules, the only way you can lose a lap is to be passed on the speedway by the race leader, so he's going to have the opportunity where he comes back out, he'll be at the tail of the field.
Ryan Susie 19th and Tim Jones rounds out your top 20.
Justin Wright is 21st, Bill Bleach 22nd, Matt Williamson 23rd, Kerry Durant's 24th, Gary Tompkins 25th, Pat Ward 26th, and Scott Wood is 27th as the white flag comes out. And, dude, let's make a note about Larry White. 13th place running right now, started 21st on the grid. So in 15 laps, he has already made up 8 positions.
He's been fast right off the trailer tonight. He took some bumps and bruises, unfortunately, in his heat race, but that car was fast even in hot laps. Clinton, what's up?
Flanagan's out of the 72. They decided not to fix it. His night is over, guys.
Thank you very much, Clint. As we get ready to go, when they come to the line, we will restart on lap number 16. Danny Johnson, Chad Brockman, Billy V. As they get the green off of corner number 4. Keep your eye on row number 3. The HBR cars are going to go after it. Up to turn number 1 and 2.
We're flying once again as it's the doctor and Chad Brockman going at it. Here's Brockman, big head of steam down the back straightaway. Can he beat the doctor into turn 3? They stay wheel to wheel here through 3 and 4 as they come on down to complete lap 17. It's CB3 in front of the field.
Brockman advances control of this one on lap number 17 as they head into turn number 1 and 2. And Jimmy Phelps and Matt Shepard running nose to tail. They'll move up to position number 4 and 5. Van Hidwegen in the Sherlock Racing ride shuffled back to position number 6. And how about Chris Steele and that Pete Costco owned ride? Moving on to position number 3.
Hanging tough, he knows his way around this track in a modified and a sprint car. Runs in that 3rd spot right now. He's going to try and size up the doctor for the runner-up spot. Mike Bowman on the charge, 2nd fastest in time trials earlier tonight, trying to go around Billy V for the 6th place.
And he's got a beat on him on the top side, off of corner number 4, and Mike Bowman holds on to 7th. And Billings is 8th, Rudolph 9th, Peter Brick is 10th, Brett Hearn rides in 11th. Right now in 12th is the number 91 of Billy Decker, as he's shuffled back to 13th as Pete Bicknell gets by him.
We hit the 1/5 mark of this event. 20 laps are on the scoreboard. Chad Brockman leads, but it's a slim lead. In fact, it's a lead no more as the doctor slides underneath Brockman, but Chad crosses back over down the backstretch. They're side by side now. Brockman's on the inside, the doctor on the outside. Who's going to lead him back on lap 21?
You don't learn that in driver education as they do it up into turn number 1 and 2. That is senior pants driving right now. As the Dr. Danny Johnson leads Brockman off the turn. Meanwhile, Jimmy Phelps in the number 98H is going after Chris Steele for position number 3.
Yeah, Phelps working the outside while Steele right down on the bottom. That'll work best for his small block modified. Holding on to that 3rd spot, but he's got some HBR cars behind him in Phelps and Shepard, and Phelps is nipping at the heels of the real deal right now as they string it out down the back straightaway as the doctor now has opened up his lead on Brockman, big time to about 4 or 5 car lengths.
And the battle for position number 6 and 7. He's up again. Billy Van Hidwegen has it. Here comes Mike Bowman. Bowman to the outside. The right row, number 71. Turn number 22. Trying to work it off the corner, but Van Hidwegen a little bit better that time as they work their way midway down the backstretch. Now Bowman with the advantage into 3 and 4.
They stay side by side. Here's Bowman around the outside, former race winner. He'll get the better of Billy V down the front straightaway, that is, and move into that 6th position. Behind them, it's Eric Rudolph and the Mike Payne 7Z and Brett Hearn going at it 4 positions. They just work their way around Matt Billings. Here's Hearn and Rudolph side by side going into turn 3.
As they work their way into corner number 1 into the Dr. Danny Johnson. Johnson is opened up 1.5 seconds. That was straightaway advantage over Chad Brockman right now. The doctor already with 2 series wins to his credit this year. The first one coming at Drummond, the second one coming ironically. Brett Hearn's money at the Big Show 6-1 lead to go as he is in control right now of the battle for the 2 spot off the 2.
Here comes Chris Steele now going after Chad Brockman as the Doctor has taken off to a big lead. Steeler has caught Brockman for that 2nd spot. Steeler down along the bottom here off of 4. He's alongside Brockman here on the front straightaway. Danny Johnson's opened up a 2-second advantage.
As the Doctor works it down the backstretch, here comes the battle for the 2 spot. Steele to the inside of the number 3 of Brockman as they come from corner number 3 and 4. 28 will be in the books for Danny Johnson, and a big lap number 30 coming up, dude, on the lead lap. The last big block and the last small block on the lead lap on lap number 30, $250.
I wonder if Keith Black knows that because Danny Johnson's chasing him down right now. He's got to survive on the lead lap for one more lap. He'd be the first big block, and I think the first small block would be Bill Bleach Sr.
Yes, you're absolutely right. That would be the Bill Bleach number 1 and 8 as they race into turn number 3 beyond the 4. Lap number 30 coming up. It's going to be Bill Bleach. He'll have to survive one more lap. So will Black as the Doctor plays off lap number 30 as they head up to turn number 1 and 2. Steele to the inside. He'll take over position number 2 from the 3 of Brockman. And now the number 9H of Shepard going after Jimmy Phelps.
They come around. It's going to be Justin Wright giving himself a birthday present. He picks up that $250 bonus. He'll be the last big block on the lead lap as Keith Black just went a lap down before that. And business picking up for the rest of the top 5 spot as Phelps and Shepard are catching Steeler and Brockman as we reel in lap cars.
Yeah, the Doctor took away Keith Black's copay on that one as they went up into turn number 1 and 2. As he continues to reel in the number 8 of Rich Scalata. Scalata in the 8 car showing in position number 27. Oh, we've got one car around. That is the 3 of Brockman. Chad Brockman around, dude. Wow.
Yeah, contact there. Matt Shepard got into Brockman over there in turn 2. And Chad goes around in a ring over there, and we're on hold here on lap 33 as the leaders come by. And Justin Wright going pit side. So is one of the Chrysler cars. I'm not sure if that was, well, actually it has to be Randy Chrysler because Glenn Stayers didn't make the feature. But they both head to the pits. Chad Brockman drives away.
Everybody will get lined up where they need to be.
I think Brockman up on Phelps there, not realizing it was one of the other guys. Now, quick word on that Brockman car, guys. That number 3 car, that is his.
Matt Shepard is also making his way to the tail of the field.
Well, Shane, we saw that Chad went up and shows his pleasure to Phelps. That's one of the problems with having similarly lettered cars, is that you get mistaken for one of your teammates.
And it can be, you're absolutely right. And Jimmy Phelps wondering, hey, what did I do?
I'm sure when he heard 9 to the back, he knew what was going on.
So we're showing 35 laps on the scoreboard, 65 to go. Danny Johnson leads. Chris Steele, the real deal, runs in the 2nd spot. Jimmy Phelps is 3rd. Mike Bowman now up to the 4th spot. And Billy Van Inwagen right now rounding out your top 5.
And guys, yes, Matt Shepard being sent to the tail of the field for his involvement with the number 3 of Chad Brockman. And listen, I see Matt Shepard race a lot, and a lot of people have seen Matt Shepard race a lot. The same with Chad Brockman. It was a hard racing deal. Unfortunately, Brockman went around. Shepard was right there involved. The penalty has been assessed, and everybody's going to go to the tail of the field and get this one set back up.
Lights are out on the Thorold Auto Parts pace truck.
What a break for Mike Bowman, guys. He's back in his Bicknell car tonight. Take 2 guys out of his way. He won this race a couple years ago in dominating fashion. Is tonight the night Bowman gets it back together?
Well, I'll tell you what, Chris Steele's looking pretty good in that number 17C. Let's see if he's got anything for the Dr. Danny Johnson. Mike Bowman is watch that 98H of Jimmy Phelps, former feature winner here in the series. He's up to 4th. Eric Rudolph is 5th as they dance down the backstretch.
Watch Easy Eco to work here in the Mike Payne Page Trucking 7Z car to the outside of Jimmy Phelps here off of turn 4. They're side by side. A little bit of contact between those two as they head back for turn 1.
As they head up into turn number 1 and 2, Phelps to the inside as Eric Rudolph works the topside trouble. Bill Bleach is around in turn number 1. The 19W of Justin White also around in the Mercer Milling number 19W out of York, New York. We talk about how the Big Block Modified Super Dirtcar Series, we have this conversation every year here, how they come to town, and I'll tell you what, the regulars here in Merrittville give them fits, pretending to protect home surface here at Merrittville.
Tough track to get a handle on if you're a newcomer, but our regulars can get it done. The best guys here have been here enough. They know the fast way around. Danny Johnson, always a favorite. We'll turn it back to you guys for the restart.
Lap number 42 will be in the books this time as we get ready to turn them loose off of corner number 4. Danny Johnson on the top side. He fires first. Mike Roman, Jimmy Phelps, and the 17th Chris Steele is leading into turn number 1.
The doctor quickly dispatches of Bowman. Here's Steele now trying to regain the second spot, but Bowman powers away from him. And look at Bedman. Peter Britton now threatening to get his way into the top 5. He's challenging Eric Rudolph for that spot.
Oh, he's pulled something out of the utility belt. He's climbed to the top floor. Let's see what he can do. Matt Billings down underneath the flag stand, brings it back up. And Peter Britton, I'll tell you what, Batman, he is going after Eric Rudolph. He wants position number 5, and he couldn't take it away that time. Billy Decker right there to challenge off of corner number 4.
Still trying to dispatch of Rudolph and get him here down the front straight away. They try and go after the top 4. It's still Danny Johnson. Got about 4 car lengths on Mike Bowman, then Chris Steele and Jimmy Phelps. Then it's Britton and Rudolph going in it for 5th with Billy Decker back there in the 7th position. Coming around here for lap 45.
Running in 8th is Billy Van in car 9th belongs to the number 99 now of Larry White. He's up to 21st. And Brett Burns the 20, rounding out the top 10. How about Tyler McPherson and that number 777 machine showing strong right now as they work their way down the back stretch into turn number 3.
He's racing on Matt Billings and Matt Williamson getting in on a provisional tonight. He's also making a long charge up through the field. He's side by side with Pete Bicknell. Now just behind those guys, they're going to be 3 wide. McPherson, Williamson, and Bicknell 3 wide out of 2.
Boy, Matt Shepard came into tonight with a scant 52-point lead over Billy Decker and Brett Byrne right now. Byrne is running in position number 10. Decker is running in position number 7. And Matt Shepard is running back in 20th, so we can see some points being gained on Superman here tonight, but we're a long ways from over as we click off lap number 48. We're 2 away from the halfway point.
Leaders are starting to string themselves out right now. Your top 4 have pulled away. Then the next battle for position is still Britton and Rudolph. They've been side by side for the last few laps. Then Decker runs by as lonesome. And Larry White now trying to clear Billy V as they head off into turn 3. That is about 8th place right now on the racetrack. It's 1 short of halfway.
Danny Johnson brings it off of corner number 2 and down the back straightaway. He is opening up a 600 over the 71 of Mike Bowman. We will be halfway this time by. So the doctor, Danny Johnson, leads. Mike Bowman is second. Chris Steele is third. Jimmy Phelps is fourth. Eric Rudolph is Peter Britton 6th. Billy Decker 7th. Larry White is 8th. Billy Van Inwood 9th. Brett Burns is 10th. 11th. Pete Bicknell 12th. Matt Billings 13th belongs to McPherson. 14th. Gary Tompkins 15th. Matt Williamson 16th. Reason 17th. Shepard Justin Ayers 18th. Gary Grant 19th. Scott Bush 20th.
Field making its way around here as we get to the second half of this race. Eric Rudolph now regains the 5th spot from Peter Britton. Here comes Brett Hearn still trying to make his way through the field. He's to the outside of Billy V now down the back stretch. 10 is after 20, and 20 wants the spot here as Hearn around the outside off of turn 4.
Wow, Larry White is on the move, and he is coming closer to the front. White Lightning runs back in position number 8. He's running 21st on the grid. Can you imagine where he'd be running if he was in the car here tonight? He's got himself a great race car underneath him as they work off of corner number 4.
The guy challenging for the Hard Charge Award, Matt Williamson's 3 wide with Matt Billings and Tyler McPherson here off at turn 4. And Williamson is picking and choosing his way to the front of the field as he's running inside the top 15. He runs 12th right now as Matt started way back there in the 29th starting position.
And a great run for Mighty Mac here tonight as they work their way around the speedway. Your race leader continues to be Danny Johnson, closing in on the tail of the field on lap number 55. Bill Leach and to keep lap number 43 right in front of him. And Mike Bowman, he is battling hard with that 71, trying to keep up with the doctor, Danny Johnson, as they exit turn 2.
The doctor running the top side while Bowman right down on the bottom. He makes up a lot of ground that time on the back straightaway. The doctor got a little too hot off of turn 2. They bring it down, and they are within shouting distance of lap traffic now, and there's a whole gaggle of it as they're closing up on it big time. But I think Bowman right now has got the better handling car through the corners.
Keeping our eye on the progression of Matt Shepard in the number 9 each machine. He is now up to position number 16, trying to gain some value over positions after that excursion over there in turn number 2 with Chad Brockman. Meanwhile, everybody's stringing out, filing through traffic right now as the Dr. Danny Johnson has Bill Bleach, Keith Black, Rich Galata in front of him, and Mike Bowman is trying to beat in on him as he works the bottom side, 58 over the books.
He's trying to just keep his eyes peeled on that orange track and get grabber 27J and try and follow him through the lap cars right now, or maybe get a little bit of help thanks to them as they're right within now the lap cars of Bleach, Black, and Scalata as they're working lap number 59. Here's the doctor now. He's caught Bleach off of turn 4.
Talking to Mike Bowman earlier tonight, I asked him if he was going to go to Charlotte for the World Finals this year, as he has the past couple of years. He says, not sure if we have a big block that we can put together for it. If I can win tonight, that would put me back on the radar, and maybe get me a showdown there and help me out with it.
Hugging the inside line right now, trying to keep tabs on the doctor. Inside 40 laps to go right now.
Clint, what do you have?
Guys, on the inside of the back straightaway, Mike Bowman found one patch of beautiful clay that he used about 3 laps in a row. When it gets dicey, watch for him go to the inside of the back straightaway.
Thanks, Clint, as Bowman here has caught Danny Johnson going into turn 1. He's to the outside as they run up on the lap cars of Bleach and Flack right now. They're side by side down the back straightaway. Danny has to tread carefully. He switches to the outside up in front of Bowman now as they catch Flack going into turn 3. Up along the top side now. They dance with the lap traffic.
Sorry, had a bit of a breaking game there for
Leaders dueling with the lap cars through work lap 63. Here's Bowman now trying to thread the needle between Flack and Danny Johnson off of turn 4. But the doctor powers off the top side of turn 4 now. And up in front, Scalata almost loses it in front of the leaders.
Oh, baby, that was a close one. Chad Brockman right there in front of the Dr. Danny Johnson as Mike Bowman closes in. And this is allowing Jimmy Phelps to close in on the number 17C of Chris Steele. And Eric Rudolph right there to challenge as they come to the line as we have 64 to the books.
You know, these guys now also having to deal with the lap traffic. All your top 5 cars entangled with the lappers right now. Battle for 6th between Peter Britton and Billy Decker, and Lightning Larry White going after Brett Hearn for the 8th position right now. So we're down to about 35 to go.
As they head up off of corner number 2, the Dr. Danny Johnson feeling the pressure from Mike Bowman as he's trying to get around Chad Brockman in traffic. Meanwhile, Phelps feeling the pressure now from the 7 of Rudolph as Rudolph rides back in at 5th. 6th is Peter Britton. Billy Decker sits in position number 7. 8th on the grid. Well, make that 8th now. Give that to the number 99L. Larry White is Brett Hunt right there to challenge.
The doctor getting a little bit of breathing room now from the lap cars as we work lap 67, but Bowman is right there matching him move for move here. He had a wheel alongside him a couple laps ago and continues to follow him through the lap cars right now. They're trying to work around the outside of Rich Scalata off of turn 2. Then they'll get a little bit of break from the lap traffic for hopefully a lap or 2 before they catch Tim Jones.
Working into corner number 3 and 4. Phelps and Rudolph still doing battle, and now Decker's going to take a peek to the inside of Peter Britton. Off of corner number 4, Batman feeling the pressure from the Franklin Flyers. They head into turn number 1 and 2. That's the battle for 6 and 7 as Larry White trying to fend off Brett Hearn off the corner as Hearn has a run down the backstretch.
Yeah, Hearn trying to take that spot back, but Larry White's working the inside right now. And out the bottom of turn 4 comes Lightning Larry, but around the outside battles Hearn right back as they go wheel to wheel here down the front straightaway. The leader, meanwhile, Danny Johnson is over in turn 3. He's going to duck to the inside of Tim Jones, and this time by, they'll be just 30 scant laps to go.
Oh, 30 scant laps, my goodness. They work their way off the corner.
Something like that. A few, not many. Time is running out.
As they work their way through the traffic, the Dr. Danny Johnson trying to keep Tim Jones behind him, but Jones, he shifts lanes without using a blinker in front of the Doctor, racing a little bit harder, turns number 1 and 2. Do you think that even though you're getting lapped as a driver, you want to race the Doctor a little bit harder than you go with someone else?
I know, I remember Ryan Susi when the first time he ran with the 3 feet to Ransomville in the Summer Nationals, he thought it was the coolest thing in the world in his first modified race being lapped by Danny Johnson.
And he passed the Yep. Working it off of corner number 2. We are watching the battle right now as the 1 for 3rd is a good one once again. Actually, just that 4th between Jimmy Phelps and Eric Rudolph. They slice and dice into turn number 3 and fourth. And now again, Billy Decker all over the back bumper of the 21A of Peter Britton.
Yep, with those guys dancing with the lap cars as well right now. Here's Decker now trying to get to the outside of Britton off of turn 2, but Britton powers away down the back straightaway. Onto the top side goes Eric Rudolph in his pursuit of Jimmy Phelps. He's way up there off of turn 4.
And I'll tell you what, Matt Shepard is trying to make chicken salad out of an earlier incident that happened. You know the saying, as they head up into turn number 1 and 2, Shepard is up to position number 11. So Matt Shepard trying to protect that points lead as they work their way into turn number 3 and 4.
Lap 75 goes on the scoreboard. 25 green flag laps to go to decide this one here tonight at the Merrittville Speedway's Danny Johnson as Kerry Torrance and Scott Wood in front of him side by side. The leaders all fall into line here, work with lap cars. It's still Johnson and Bowman 1 and 2. Then it's a little ways back to Chris Steele, who runs alone in 3rd. Then it's Jimmy Phelps in 4th, and he's pulled away from Eric Rudolph, who runs 5th.
Marking it down into position number 6 is Peter Britt, Billy Decker 7, Larry White is 8, Brett Bird 9, Pete McNell 10, Matt Shepard 11, Billy B is 12, Matt Williamson 13, Alex Pearson 14, Stuart Friesen is up to position number 15.
Gary Tompkins, Brian Susie, Matt Billings, Jessup Harris, Kerry Torrance round out your top 20 right now, and that's where we find Danny Johnson pulling a lap on Torrance now over in turn 3 as he is just performing open field surgery right now through the lap cars. He takes off down into turn 1. He'll get a little bit of breather before he catches Justin Hares. Bowman running in 2nd, but the gap is now a full 2nd the last time they came by.
Working it through corner number 3 and 4. Mike Bowman trying to reel in the doctor, but the doctor has 7 car lengths and 2 slow cars in front of him. The advantage here on lap 79, 1.2 seconds over Mike Bowman. So the doctor right now on cruise control, running a very steady race.
Pete Britton just lost a couple of spots. He was way high off at turn 4. Pete McNell and Larry White both drove by him. Now Britton seems to get going again, but a little problem for Batman right now. Pete McNell, a lot of times in this race, the 358s make a late surge, and I think that's what Mr. Smallblock's doing right now as he's worked his way up to 7th place, and he's trying to catch Billy Decker for 6th.
I'll tell you what, Mike Bowman is having fits with the 2 slower cars, the Scott Wood and the 66X of Kerry Torrance. He has lost a boatload of ground to the Dr. Danny Johnson. They're racing for position. That is for position number 20 and 21, and Bowman is trying to keep the pace with Danny Johnson, and he is struggling getting around those 2 slower cars as the doctor is about to put a lap on T-Bone Justin Harris as they head up into turn number 1.
Yeah, a few laps ago the gap was a 2nd. Now it's almost 2 full seconds from Johnson back to Bowman. Bowman will finally dispatches Scott Wood out of turn 2, but he's about a half straightaway behind the doctor right now. Chris Steele, meanwhile, done a great job pulling away from Jimmy Phelps, and Eric Rudolph now starting to reel in the 98H once again for that 4th position.
And throw into the mix Billy Decker in the number 91 as they come up off the turn. As Decker still going strong in 6th, Pete now is up to 7th, 8th is Peter Britt, 9th, Larry White, Brett Curtis 10th, Matt Shepard is 11th. We are going to have 84 in the books this time off of corner number 4, 16 to go for Danny Johnson.
And Super Matt and the Jet are side by side right behind Larry White here off at turn 4. Here's Shepard down to the inside, trying to go 3 wide now with White and Hurt as they head for turn 1.
11 Super Dirt Series championships between the 20 and the 9H as they work their way off of corner number 2 and down the back straightaway, battling with Larry White as they close in on Peter Britton and Billy B. Billy Van Inwigen making a late race charge as he is battling with Shepard for position number 11.
He started up front, faded backwards, but now trying to make up for lost time right now as Hearn and Shepard are side by side. The leaders, meanwhile, continue to work through lap cars with the doctor, trying to put Matt Billings a lap down.
As the doctor works it down the back straightaway, Mike Bowman has cleared the slower cars. He sees the doctor once again. You see the back tail tank at Finger Lakes Livestock Exchange traction grabber, number 27J, as the doctor gets around Matt Billings. They click off lap 87.
Eric Rudolph now getting some company on his rear crash guard in the form of the Franklin Flyer. Billy Decker, as they're nose to tail down the front straightaway. We're down to 13 laps to go. Rudolph runs in 5th. Decker wants into the top 5 for the first time tonight. He's trying to get alongside Rudolph now as they head for turn 3. but they've got the lap car of Chad Brockman underneath them over here off of 4.
Bowman picking up the pace now underneath the Billings number 74, so maybe Mike Bowman's getting a little bit quicker as the doctor is falling back into the clutches of Mike Bowman as they come off of corner number 4. 11 laps remain. Here we go, Merrittville into turn number 1.
Mike Bowman's made up a second and a half. Remember when I said a few laps ago it's 2 seconds? It's back down to a half a second as the clear racetrack went to Bowman's advantage. He reeled right up to the doctor, who had a hard time on Matt Billings. Now as they try and put a lap on Justin Harris, 10 laps to go. We get a 2 fistfuls of fingers from Dave Barney.
Yes, we do. 2 handfuls remain, and Bowman is right there on the back decklet of the 27J off of corner number 2. They pulled away handsomely from your third place car, Chris Steele, who has enough breathing room over 98-inch Jimmy Phelps. So it's going to be Bowman and the doctor fighting it out, and the doctor trips up Bowman right there into turn number 1.
Yeah, Bowman stays hot on his heels. They get back down into turn 1. Both cars right now run the bottom, just behind the lapper of Justin Harris, but he's not holding them up right now. He pulls away from him back down the back straightaway. Both cars head down to the inside again in turn 3. Here's Bowman hugging the guardrail off of 4, looking to get a run to the inside.
Couldn't do it that time. He'll follow with the tire tracks of the doctor into turn number 1 on lap number 92. It's Danny Johnson with a car and a half length advantage, working it down the backstretch, not pressuring the number 3 of Justin Harris. The doctor can hear the rumble of the 71 of Mike Bowman behind him. Bowman seems to be a little bit quicker in 3 and 4, but the doctor has a better handle in 1 and 2.
Here's Bowman now down to the inside as Johnson goes to the outside to try and get around Harris. Bowman gets a great run on it too. Can he pull alongside? No, Danny slams the door as they enter turn 3. The doctor gets underneath Harris to get him out of the way and now slides around Tyler McPherson.
It's going to be tough to get around Danny Johnson. It's one thing to catch him, it's another to get around him. He'll make that 27J as wide as the Titanic if he needs to. As they work their way into turn number 3 and 4, the doctor, Danny Johnson, turns up the wick. 5 laps remain, a handful to go for this Bob St. Amand 100.
And this will get interesting once they clear Tyler McPherson, because they'll have a little bit of clean racetrack in front of them that might take them right to the finish. Danny trying to work around the outside of McPherson. He'll dump him off at turn 2 to go by him. Bowman trying to hang with him now. Here's Danny Johnson. He's gone to the whip now with 4 to go. Off of corner number 4 comes Danny Johnson with 4 laps to go. Working the bottom side as they go back into 1. Bowman has got to clear McPherson, and that lengthens the gap between the 2. But now Bowman looking to go to the outside as they head for turn 3. Bowman around the outside of McPherson. Now here's they come off at turn 4 with 3 laps to go. A car length or 2 separates it. Make it a half a second between your leaders now. Johnson fades up to the outside. Bowman finally clears McPherson with 2.5 laps to go. Here's Bowman now, a clean shot of your leader once again. The parallel flags are in the air, bringing home Shane Andrews.
The doctor, Danny Johnson, brings it off of corner number 4. Car length and a half advantage over the Mike Bowman number 71. Chris Steele still there for 3rd. Jimmy Phelps riding in 4th. The doctor takes it down the back straightaway. Keith Flack about 6 car lengths in front of him, and Bowman's going to make a charge. Here we go through corner number 3 and 4. They'll both run the low lane. Flack right in front of the race leaders. Bowman a car length behind the doctor into the boat with 1 to go. Into turn number 1 and 2. Bowman pedaling on the low side. The doctor rolls it through the middle as they work their way down the back straightaway. Danny Johnson won at Granby. He won at the Albany Saratoga Speedway. The doctor, Danny Johnson, brings it off the turn in front of Flack. Bowman to the line. It's the doctor by a half car length. Danny Johnson wins the Bob St. Amand Memorial over the number 71 of Mike Bowman. 3rd will go to Chris Steele, Jimmy Phelps 4th, Eric Rudolph 5th, Billy Decker 6th, Pete McNell 7th, Larry White 8th, Peter Britton 9th, and Matt Shepard rounds out the top 10.
What a show, Shane Andrews. A very long stretch of green flag laps to conclude that one, and the doctor holds off Bowman by 0.2 of a second to win this race once again for the 3rd time. The doctor goes to victory lane here tonight in the Bob St. Amand Senior Memorial 100. Mike Bowman, Chris Steele, how about it, Merrittville fans, for your hometown boys finishing 2nd and 3rd tonight? What a great run for them. Jimmy Phelps in 4th, Rudolph 5th, Decker, Bicknell, White, Britton, Shepard, your top 10. Brett Hearn, Matt Williamson, Billy Van Inwagen, Ryan Susie, Stuart Friesen, Gary Tompkins, your top 16 all unofficially lead lap finishers.